What if I told you that the most common way that coaches try to help their players is actually hurting their development in the long run? I refer to this as toxic charity. It's the idea of helping players with the best intentions, but in a way that accidentally creates weaknesses rather than strengths. Simply put, it's when helping hurts. Let's break down what that means. Now I want to break down both words. You have toxic and you have charity. So we're going to start with charity. Charity is good. Charity is helping people, assisting people, helping them progress. You're trying to do the right thing. Toxic is the opposite. It's poisonous, it's harmful, it's bad. So how could those two words possibly work together? It happens when our help removes the need for personal effort and ownership. So here's how it works. If I do something nice for you once, you appreciate it. If I do it a second time, you anticipate that I'll do it a third time. If I do it a third time, you expect that I'll do it a fourth time. If I do it a fourth time, you feel entitled to it. If I do it a fifth time, you've become completely dependent upon me for it. What started as a kind gesture has now robbed you of your independence. I see this play out on the basketball court all the time, and I'm going to share a specific story that illustrates this well. A few years ago, I'm running an event in Minnesota, and we pulled the entire group together. So we're breaking down the drill, and at the end of the breakdown, I asked the group if they had any questions. Everybody shook their heads no, and we sent them away to their baskets. So I started talking to the coach, and about 2 minutes later, I turned around and noticed that one basket was just standing there not doing anything. So I quickly ran over there to ask them what was going on, and one of the kids looked at me and said, "Well, we need someone to help us get set up," which was crazy because we had just set them up, and then we asked them if they had any questions, and they all said no before heading to their baskets. This is a perfect example of toxic charity in action. Somewhere along the line, these players had been conditioned to wait for instructions rather than going and taking action themselves. They already knew what they were supposed to be doing, and yet they were waiting for someone to come and instruct them again. Their coaches most likely had been overcorrecting and overhelping, which had then conditioned the players into the mindset of, if I'm screwing something up, somebody will come tell me, or if I don't know what to do, a coach is going to come show me. So if you're a player watching this, what's the takeaway for you? You are 100% in charge of your own development. Nobody's going to do the work for you. A coach or a trainer or your parent can't help you get better. They are resources, not solutions. Don't wait to be told what to do. Take action and be okay with failure. If you screw it up, you try it again. Your coach or trainer is a valuable resource, but it's your job to use that resource, not just become dependent on them. The best players are problem solvers. They don't wait for the answer, they actively go looking for it. And for coaches, this is a moment for us to reflect. We want our players to succeed and our intentions are good, but we have to take a look at how we're helping them. Are the methods that we use creating independent players capable of doing things on their own, or are we unintentionally creating a state of dependency? Instead of always giving the answer, try asking a question. What did you see on that play? Or where do you think you should have been? Resist the urge to overcorrect. We have to be willing to let players make mistakes and try things out because that's where the development and growth happens. Our goal shouldn't just be to create players that are able to follow instructions perfectly, but create players that don't need very many instructions. Toxic charity is the well-intentioned path to dependence. It feels like help in the moment, but what it does is it cripples long-term development. For players, own your journey and be proactive. For coaches, guide, don't dictate. Empower, don't enable. Have you seen toxic charity in action either as a player or as a coach? Leave your comment below. I'd love to hear your story.